when people would be like, what's Tourette's? And explaining like the highest level, it's an involuntary movement disorder. My brain makes my body move, even when it's not like me saying I want to do the movement, but it's my brain just releasing it once it detects certain patterns. I learned to give an explanation for that over the years. But then people would be like, what does that feel like? Eventually, I got to the place where I got to on my TED Talk, where was the blinking thing, right? The don't blink, to try and explain what the thing that they call premonitory urge feels like. These days, I've started thinking of it as just like a lot of white noise in my system. And then certain things make the white noise quiet for a second. And I don't even realize what a toll the white noise of all that sensory stuff making until it gets quiet for a second. I did always have a pretty high level of self-awareness in healthy and dysfunctional ways, because I was so conscious of, on some level, who I was showing up as so that my tics didn't make a difference. I was really aware of needing to manage perception of me, manage how other people were perceiving me. My dad always told me, the way that you think of yourself, the way that you perceive yourself will be the way that other people perceive you. And I've always found that to be true. Being able to psychoanalyze everyone around you definitely became an unmetered, marvelous defense mechanism. As a kid, to be psychologically safe in some ways. In elementary school, occasionally kids would ask, why do you do that? And I'd just be like, I have Tourette's. Every now and then, somebody would mimic my tics. That was the most common way I'd get bullied. In retrospect, I don't think it was usually bullying. I think what they were doing is they're like, that's weird. I wonder what that feels like. And then they'd want to try it themselves. If I would have reacted insecurely to that, I think that there would have been a lot more kids that would have been like, I can get a reaction out of her. Now I'm going to do it meanly. But I didn't. It was just sort of like, are you curious? Like, I have Tourette's. And then people were like, and I consider it a complete blessing that my lived experience is visible. Growing up, it meant that I couldn't blend in, which I think at the end of the day has been more of a blessing than not. In some ways, it's just given me intersectional experiences, I think, with other experiences of just not being lumped in with the norms of the places you are. So I developed an identity growing up that embraced those things. When I was younger, if there was a political or social stance that was the majority where I was and I did not hold it, I was super outspoken about it.